everyone, it's June and welcome back to another edition of Dear June Penny. And today's video comes from a girl named Nicole. And before I read this, I am going to do my disclaimer that this is just my opinion, my advice. I am not a doctor, I am not a sex therapist, I'm not a relationship expert. This is just my advice. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there because I don't want people to say, well, you know, this is what June says and I have to listen to what she says because she's an expert. I'm not an expert. I have been told by many people that I do give out great advice. So I figured, why not do a series like this? Now, I just, like in my other Dear June Penny videos, I ask my subscribers, my followers, my friends, my family that are on here on YouTube, that if you can put your input in the comments section and give Nicole advice, that would be awesome. Whether you agree with me or not, it doesn't matter. Just put your advice down below for her. This way she can sit there, she can read through all the comments and make up her decision. So that it's not just coming from one person. All right, so here we go. I have my coffee ready. Let me just take a sip of this. Okay. Very good. I got my lashes on. Don't mind the gray people because I can't dye my hair right now. I'm not allowed to. Okay, let me get the glasses on because, you know, I'm blind. Hello there. Oh. Okay. Oh, they're dirty. I need some cleaner on them. All right, so let's read this. Are you ready? Okay. Dear June Penny, hi girl, I love your channel. Thank you. I like the newest videos about giving out advice. Anyway, let me tell you how I almost became a lesbian. My name is Nicole. I'm 39, happily married mom of 3. I recently connected with a childhood friend on Facebook who I haven't seen since I was about 12. She is gay and in a 4-year relationship. We started talking about our lives and relationship with our honeys. After a month, the calls became more frequent, like every single day, and we are developing some deep feelings for each other. We have even told each other, I love you. I feel like every void in my life is filled since she came into mine. I made plans to fly to where she lives, and my husband was all for it since she's my old childhood friend. All of a sudden, I felt such a wave of guilt and told my husband that I couldn't go because I feel like I wouldn't come back. I told him how I felt about her, and we both cried. My husband is the sweetest, most wonderful husband in the world, and I would never, ever want to leave him. He is my love. My husband always says, you cheated on me. And I always say, that's not cheating. I mean, I have never kissed her, touched her, or even seen her in person in all these years. Is this considered cheating? He made me block her off social media, but she made a fake account. Where am I? Okay, but she made a fake account so she can still see me and my pics. And I do the same for her. And I still sneak in the calls to talk to her. I love her and I love my husband. Even if I never see her, I'm happy with the situation. I'm happy with the situation like this. For now, I know in my heart I should, Even if I never see her, I'm happy with the situation like this, for now. I know in my heart I should let go of this, but I can't. But I know if my husband finds out, he will definitely leave me. What do I do? Okay. See, now I read this before. I usually read them like a few days before, and I try to put myself in the situation because I just don't want to come out here and just say, oh, you should do this, you should do that, or you shouldn't do this, shouldn't do that. So I read this. Let me just take a sip. Okay, so when I read this, the first thing I thought was, oh, she didn't cheat. I mean, cheating is, you know, infidelity. And cheating is sleeping with someone, kissing them. You know, just to me, that's an affair. That's cheating. And then I brought this to Dennis, and I just basically said, you know, I put ourselves in that situation. I said, and how do you feel about it? And he's like, that's definitely cheating. That's emotional cheating. Emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating. So I was like, really? And I was just getting his thoughts on it. And he's like, you know, with emotional, that's your heart. Like, that's your heart. When you fall in love with someone, that's your heart. You know, you can have a physical affair and not feel that love, and you can stop it. But with the heart, it's very hard to stop. And then I said, you know what? You're right. I do believe, now I do believe, I guess because he woke me up to that emotional cheating is worse than physical cheating. So yeah, I would have to say that, and I'm sorry. That's probably not what you want to hear. But the thing is here, like I'm gonna go through this. I'm gonna go through this. I mean, the title of this video is I Almost Became a Lesbian. I don't think you, in my, my opinion, I don't think you can become a lesbian. You're either lesbian or are not. You can discover that you are a lesbian. You can discover that you are bisexual. But I don't think you can actually become like, oh, I'm straight all these years and I know I'm straight, but I'm going to become a lesbian. I don't think so. But then again, I could be wrong. I think that you discover, like some people I think go through life. There are a lot of lesbians that went through life dating men and then just discovering that they are a lesbian, and then they end up meeting women and just sticking with women. And yes, that I believe, I don't believe you can consider that becoming a lesbian. You understand? The fact is that you're married. She's with somebody for 4 years. So you both have committed relationships. Has she told you that she would leave her girlfriend to be with you? These are things you have to consider. You have, how many kids do you have? You have 3 children. So you have, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, you have 7 parties involved here. 7 parties that can be completely hurt. Your husband, you can be hurt yourself by leaving your husband, your children, your friend, and her girlfriend. So you have 7 parties to think about. You said that you would never leave your husband. So if you feel in your heart that you would never leave your husband, then why even continue with this? You have to shut it down. You have to shut it down completely. You have to. You still talking to her, you allowing her to make a fake account so she can see your stuff is completely wrong. It's not fair, and it's disrespectful to your husband. It really is. If you want this to work out with your husband, then you need to cut off all ties. You have to. If you feel in your heart that you want to be with her, like you're able to leave your husband and bring your kids and go there and start a life with her, and she's going to do the same, and you just don't want to live without this woman, that's another story. Because you know what? You live once, and if you feel that you cannot be here and you have to be there, then you do it. But in your letter, you state that you would never ever want to leave your husband. So I feel if that's true, then you need to cut everything off. Social media, the phone calls, and text messages, anything, cards in the mail, everything has to be cut off. Because like you said, if he finds out, he's going to leave you. So if he leaves you, is she going to scoop you up and take you there? Not only that, but consider this. Think about this for a second. If you decide, let's just say you decided you wanted to be with her, do you think it's that easy for your husband to say, oh, okay, well then yeah, take the kids and go to, I don't know what state she lives in, but yeah, take the kids. No, believe me, that does not work that way. Fathers have rights, so fathers can say, I'm sorry, you did what you did and you want to go there and I'm not going to allow it. And he can go to court and you won't even be able to go there to start a new life. So you need to consider that as well. Is she willing to come here to be with you and your children? all things to consider. If it comes down to it where you're not even thinking of leaving your husband, it all needs to end now. It all needs, because you're still technically cheating on him, because your emotion is still there. You're saying that you love her and you can continue on with the situation. Is it worth losing your husband and destroying your children's home just for phone calls? I don't think so. I seriously think the right thing to do is to cut it off. That's my opinion. I'm trying to see if you had any other questions. Let me see. I think we hit everything, right? And also, you know, there has to be a reason that you were drawn to her. Maybe there's something that's not in your marriage that you would like. Maybe she was telling you things that your husband weren't. You know, like maybe you should sit down with your husband. Maybe you need therapy. But if you need to make this work, you have to get rid of her altogether. That's my advice. I'm hoping that's the right advice. We're gonna see what everybody else says in the comment section down below. I encourage everyone, if you're watching this video, you're listening, and you have an opinion, please write it below. Please do this for Nicole. I'm not saying that my advice is right. This is just my personal advice. I hope it all works out for you, and please email me. Keep me up to date. Let me know what is going on in your life. And if anybody needs some advice, then you can email me at dearjunepenny@gmail.com. And that's all, guys. I will see you in my next video of Dear June Penny. I hope you all have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.